Kemp, here's your money talk here, and I'm with you on a Monday. So what am I going to talk about? First of all, if you like get a new cell phone, instead of throwing your old cell phone away or putting it in recycle, one thing you could do with that cell phone is give it to a homeless person. I'll probably go more in detail in a future video. But anyway, this is one way you probably get out of being homeless. And I'm going to tell you how you could probably do it. So whether you've been homeless for one day or several years, this video could help you. Maybe it was your fault you're homeless. Maybe it wasn't your fault that you was homeless. Either way, I'm not going to judge you, because we all hit rock bottom at some point. I mean, we all don't end up homeless, but that's, in some ways, we all hit rock bottom. So we're going to say you're homeless. And we all know it's hard to get a job when you're homeless. Going to that interview, you're likely to be rejected. But here's something that homeless people today have that people didn't have in the past. I'm just looking at my plant. So what is that? That's pretty much cell phones and these side gig apps. And there's one side gig that I do. You see me do it. I talk about, and that's Uber Eats. DoorDash could probably be used for this also. So if you're homeless, this could probably work for you. So how could this work? I know some homeless people have cars, but then there's some homeless, but I think most homeless people probably don't have cars, but there's some that do. But we're going to say you don't have a car for this one. Okay, Kent, I'm homeless. I don't have a car. So how can I do this DoorDash or this Uber Eats? How can I do it? Actually, you don't really need a vehicle to do Uber Eats. You could actually walk for this. So that is a plus. I believe you can walk for both DoorDash and Uber Eats. You can walk, you can ride your bike. So you pretty much do both. And the good thing about Uber Eats, you don't have to go to an interview. So obviously, you would have to like get on like a address. So you're gonna have to get on an address. I mean, if you're homeless, you obviously don't have an address. So maybe you have like somewhere where you get mail, like post office. You could probably use that address. I don't know. Maybe you could use your parents or even your friend's address. Not quite sure how that works when you're homeless. But the best thing, you don't need an interview. So you sign up. We're going to say you have a cell phone. Maybe that's the one thing that you held on when you became homeless. Maybe you held on to that cell phone, which is a good thing. Or maybe somebody gave it to you. So you sign up for Uber Eats. You just wait around. And also you're going to be walking in the beginning. So you get hired with Uber Eats. So now you have a job. So you pretty much do just what I do, or these other people with Uber Eats do. But you're not driving, you're just walking around to these restaurants. You go to the restaurants, then you take them to a location. And you'll be getting paid. And what's good about this, when you get paid, it goes like directly to the bank. I think if you don't have a bank, it'll go straight to Uber Eats, I believe. I think that's how it works. I think you also set up for where it goes to PayPal. But for me, it goes to my bank. So you're getting paid How much you would make walking, I'm not quite sure. I never did any walking with Uber Eats. Also, you won't make as much if you were driving, but you can still build money up. Some days, you might have enough money to get a hotel and not have to be homeless. So I'm not quite sure how much money you would make. Maybe you could make $50 walking. Some days you could make over $100. I mean, it all depends on how generous the people tip you. But I'm going to say you save some of that money. You save the money to get yourself a bicycle. So now you can do Uber Eats on your bicycle now, which is pretty cool now. So now you go a little bit further. Maybe when you're like walking, you're limited to like a couple miles, but now that you have a bike, you pretty much double that. Maybe like up to like 5 miles if you're doing Uber Eats on a bicycle. So you probably make a little bit more money now. Now you might have enough money to stay in a hotel maybe several days a week, depending on how much money you make on your bicycle every day. But you keep saving that money. You have enough money to buy food and all that. You put money to the side. You save up enough money, and now you have enough money to buy, I'm going to say you have enough money to buy like a scooter. Because I did talk about a scooter in my other video. So now you have enough money to actually get yourself a faster vehicle. So with a scooter, now you could pretty much travel several miles. And now with that scooter, I'm pretty sure you could easily make $100 a day. So you're making $100 a day, you know what? You pretty much sleep in a hotel every single day now if you're making $100 every day on a scooter. Because I'm pretty sure there's some hotels you get under $50. I mean, they're not good, but hey, it's better than being homeless, right? So now you're pretty much getting a good amount of money now, putting money to the side. Some days you probably make $200 ride on your scooter. At this point, you might have enough money to pretty much not be homeless no more. You go to like an apartment complex. And now that you got proof of income coming in, guess what? There's a good chance you could be qualified to get an apartment. So now you're not homeless no more. But it doesn't end. You pretty much save money up. In your saving account, you build it up. And if you really want to, I mean, you could just stick to driving a scooter. I mean, it could work for you. I mean, even with a scooter, like I said, I think you could probably still make a couple $100 a day on a scooter at Uber Eats. But if you really want to push it, you put money to the side for a car. I mean, the car don't have to be brand new. Just make sure the car is working good, because you do want to have a reliable car. So now you've been saving that money up. You now have enough money to buy a car. So now you do Walmart orders now, if you have a car. And let me tell you something, some of those Walmart orders, they do pay like, I had a couple Walmart orders that paid me $50. So they're not all garbage like that one I showed you a couple videos ago. They're not all garbage. Some of those Walmart orders are actually pretty good. So this thing, if you get a couple of those $50 Walmart orders, it's $100 just from doing those 2 orders. So with a car, yes, you would make more money than if you just drove a scooter. But it all worked out because now you're not homeless no more. So I just want to point that out, how you possibly get out of being homeless if you pretty much did the side hustle. And DoorDash, they had it set up to where you're pretty much guaranteed to make a certain amount an hour. I mean, Uber Eats does the same thing when they do their promotions, but DoorDash, they have like 2 ways to get paid. You get paid per order or you get paid per hour. You're guaranteed to make a certain amount an hour with DoorDash. As long as you don't, I think you're only allowed to like reject one order 1 hour. 1 order per hour you're allowed to reject. But the other ones you're pretty much forced to take them. So that's the downside. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you believe that you actually could get out of being homeless doing Uber Eats, whether you agree or disagree, just let me know. I want to hear you guys' opinion. Me, I believe that you actually could get out of being homeless doing this Uber Eats or DoorDash. I mean, even if you were walking and you were getting paid, I mean, you've been homeless for a while, so you could wait a while. You actually don't really have to be in a hotel every single day. You just let that money build up. And after you build up a certain amount, then you could probably get an apartment that way. Or you just, like I said, when you're building that money up, when you're walking, you probably like skip a bicycle and go straight to a scooter. You probably try that, or you probably try an e-bike. I mean, with an e-bike, I imagine you probably could stretch that 5 miles to like 10 miles. Because you could go further on an e-bike, I would imagine. I never had one. So that e-bike would be another option doing Uber Eats if you were homeless. How much would an e-bike cost? I don't know, $700 range. So maybe if you were walking, saving that money, not staying in hotels. After a couple weeks, you might have enough to buy an e-bike. But with that being said, have a good day. Bye for now.